1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race." "30 seconds to the start of the race." "15 seconds to the start of the race." Less than 5. T-Sound Song. Mike Riedenauer.
All right, Thunder RC Saturday Off-Road. After a few delays, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, Mother Nature did not like me today. I will have video on the TV screens up for next weekend, which we are racing the next 3 weekends. The last weekend of September is the only weekend we got off. That is the Southern Nationals for on-road racing. There won't be any practice before that, just the Wednesday before the last weekend of the month. But we are racing the next 3 weekends here at Thunder.
Shane Green.
I know a few of you drivers will be going down to the RC3 race next week that got rained out. Good luck to you guys down there. So, again, do appreciate everybody coming out to Thunder RC today. Braving the weather outside to race indoors. All right, this is Saturday afternoon into late evening. We're looking for... Oh, okay. You're in the first race. Okay. You killed it, huh? Okay. Okay. All right. We've got all our drivers checked in. Only 4 of you. Looking for my four-wheel drive mod buggy drivers out to Marshall. Jackie, Jeremy, Jody. See, Jackie's out here. Israel's out here. Four-wheel drive mod buggy drivers out to Marshall. All right, line them up. Line them up. Mike Radnauer, your CQ for 2-0 drive my buggy. Followed by Drew, Shane, to Sean. CQ'd with the arms on backwards. He was looking for forward sweep. Forward sweep instead of back swept. You got him the right way now? So you should be good. Hey, we'll see how she does here. All right, drivers, are you ready? Shane, can you see that way with him there? Try to go on the other side of the pole. Yep. You good now? Okay. All right. Drivers, C main, bump to the B. On the tone, less than 5. Ooh. Off and running. Drew trying to shove in there between Shane. Shane goes out a little wide. Drew in that second spot. But up at the front is Mike trying to check out and take that bump position to the B. Sean sitting in that 4th spot, works his way through the pipes. Mike into the 2.5 pack. Oh, trouble for both second and third. Shane gets around Drew there. As Drew throws it up into the sweeper wall. Falling further back behind Shane so Shane can concentrate on catching on Mike there. Shane running down the straightaway now. The gap was 2 seconds. Now 1.4. Shane in that silver and yellow.
5 minutes left.
Mike across the line. Shane 1.3 back, gaining a 10th on that lap. I didn't touch Drew's. I haven't touched Drew's. Oh, Shane, he didn't put it in his car. Mike coming across. Shane having a little hard lap there, falling a little bit further back, so Mike gets a breather. About 4 seconds gap as Shane trouble in front of the driver's stand. Mike works his way down the straightaway. Drew sitting in that. Oh, Tashawn had taken over third right there. Drew and Sean fighting. Drew and Tashawn fighting it out for third and fourth as Tashawn puts it into the pipe and cartwheels through the 2.5 pack. Your leader down across the line, starting to come up on Drew.
4 minutes left.
Drew trying to regroup to catch back up to Shane as Shane works it. Wow, Drew taking it to the cone there. Grab the cone, Jeremy. Jeremy, the cone. I think it was bonus points for hitting the cone, right? Wow, Mike, a little clean track coming up on back of the field here, as I think he's put a lap on second now. Oh, but he rolls it. Shane gets his lap back and then loses it again. So Mike up on the lead lap. Tashawn caught up on the pipe in that 4th spot. Drew about 11 seconds behind Shane.
3
Shane
minutes
19
left.
seconds behind Mike now. So Mike pretty much in the catbird seat, walking away with this one. Tashawn getting his lap back from Shane. Oh, Mike puts it on the pipe. Just needs to keep it center of the track. Mike coming up into the tabletop. Oh, geez, Tyshawn, watch the sweeper. Easy on the sweeper, easy on the sweeper, easy on the sweeper. So Drew now only about 3 seconds behind Mike, or Shane, I'll get it right. Shane in through the crosstown. Drew over the tabletop.
2 minutes
into
left.
the crosstown. To Sean. Oh, watch the sweeper go wide. Go wide. Oh, trouble for Shane. Coming out of 2.5. Going to let Drew close in on him. Drew told me earlier he hadn't raced in about 2 months, so he's a little rusty. Wow. To Sean doing the back slide rail there. Oh, the battle for second and third now as Drew works his way around Shane. So Shane in that silver, Drew in that red and yellow. That is your battle right now. Of course, they are a lap and a half down to the leader. But Shane still in the mix here, trying to close back in on Drew. He goes inside. Drew back inside. Shane back inside. They bump coming into the 2.5 pack. Onto the straightaway.
1 minute left.
Oh. Oh, Drew taps. Lets Shane get a breather. Deshaun drives over the top of him, getting lapped. Easy.
45 seconds left.
Shane taps the outside straightaway wall. Drew down. Pops the pipe. Deshaun's head helps him out. As the leader in the all-white ride, about a lap and a half, almost 2 laps on the field. Shane taps coming into the infield. Drew trying to close on him. Shane taps again. Shane finding all kinds of the pipe.
15
Drew
seconds
now trying
left.
to close back in with 15 seconds to go. Drew yanks the trigger down the straight. Shane goes up the wall. Drew goes up the wall. Oh, Shane rolls it. Drew on his back bumper now. The battle, second and third. Shane goes out wide. Drew right there. They go into the 2.5 pack. Drew up in the second. Shane pushes off. Down the straight. T-Shawn, Shane rolls it.
Drew,
you're done. Shane, you're done.
Shane Green done.
And Mike Radnauer taking the bump
Mike
to
Radnauer
the A main.
The race is completed.
Drew bringing home on second on that battle for the last half of the race. Good job, guys. Hi. Drivers from last race, take your buggies back to the pits. Come back on a Marshall for race number 2. Yes, short course B main. Short course B main. Cameron, Spencer, Hunter, and Christopher. Easy. What are you doing? Put that down. Right now. Your brother's up.
Spencer Kersel. Hunter Hickam. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
I don't know. You were out and gone. 15-3. 23.
Cameron Kersel.
6-16. If you want to grab by the bathroom there, Drew.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race." Christopher Rillo.
All right, we got everybody checked in. Line them up, line them up. Cameron, Spencer, Hunter, Christopher.
30 seconds
Line 'em
to
up.
the start of the race.
Good gosh, don't kill them. All right, Cameron on the point.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
And Spencer, then Hunter, and then Christopher. All right, one of you is
Less
going to
than
bump to
5.
the A main. Drivers, are you ready? Everybody goes on the tone, right? All right. On the tone, less than 5. Oh, Christopher from the back of the pack up in the second. Cameron out in the lead in that red and white, followed by Spencer. Brothers battling with Hunter in that third spot, and Christopher falls back to fourth. Going to have to work his way back up into the mix. Down the straightaway,
5
it
minutes
is
left.
Cameron, but Spencer close in tow. Oh, Cameron rolls it. Spencer takes the lead. Now Hunter on the back bumper of Cameron. As Christopher catches the pipe. Down the straightaway. It is now Spencer in that lead spot as Hunter putting pressure on Cameron. He goes inside, takes over second. Cameron falls to third. So Cameron having a hard lap there. Oh, Hunter trouble catches the pipe. He lets Cameron back up in the second, but Cameron trouble on Mount Thunder. Down the straightaway they drag race as Spencer doing barrel rolls here after the tabletop down the corkscrew. Going to let Hunter close in on him a little bit.
Four minutes left.
Oh, Spencer rolls it. That puts Hunter back into that second spot. So Hunter in the black, Spencer in the white and red, or Spencer in the all white, Cameron in the white and red, down to that third spot. Hunter sets his sights trying to close back in on Spencer now, 7 seconds back. Oh, trouble for Spencer. He catches the pipe wrong side after the 2.5 back. Going to let Hunter close in on him ever so slightly. But Spencer down the corkscrew, across the crosstown. Hunter loses it, and then sweeper. So Hunter's going to let Cameron close back in on him as Spencer goes up the wall.
3 minutes left.
Cameron rolls it. Lets Christopher close back in on him. Christopher now only 4 seconds behind Cameron there. Hunter upside down. Spencer in the pipe. Hunter down the straightaway. Now about 11 seconds back, trying to close in on your leader, Spencer. Spencer doing everything he can to keep it center of the track. Playing the smart drive as he's looking to put a lap on Cameron. Oh, trouble for Christopher. Catches the pipe. Going to let Cameron get away from him a little bit as Hunter works his way. Oh, Hunter rolls it. Going to let Cameron close back in on him. The gap was 5 seconds.
2 minutes left.
Good quick marshal there, Mike. Hunter over the tabletop as your leader, trying to put a lap on third. Spencer in the all-white ride. Lap on third place now. Sets his sights on lapping Hunter. Oh, he helps his brother out and marshals him. What a good brother. Not sure he intentionally did that, but it works. Spencer. Hunter upside down. Cameron drives around, but he was on the wrong side, so the marshal put him back on the right side. That gives Hunter. Oh, Spencer taps Hunter, gives Cameron the position. So Cameron up to second, Hunter down to third. So it's Spencer, Cameron, Hunter, and Christopher.
1 minute left.
Uh-oh, trouble for Cameron. Oh, Spencer drives around, trying over Mount Thunder down the straightaway. The battle, second and third. Hunter tries to go around the outside. He holds it, but Cameron spins him. He waits,
left.
but Hunter, oh no, trouble for Cameron. The car stops. It gets going again. Spencer giving Hunter a little bit of tap there, letting Cameron close back in on him.
30 seconds left.
So Cameron with a little bit of trouble there as Hunter takes back over second. So Spencer, Hunter, Cameron, and Christopher with 15 seconds to go. Hunter now 3 seconds out on Cameron with 4 seconds. Cameron, oh, trouble up the tabletop. Give him a little push. Christopher, you're done.
Christopher Rillo done.
Hunter, you're done.
Hunter Hickam done.
Spencer bringing it home for the win
Spencer
and the
Kersel
bump.
done.
And Cameron bringing it
Cameron
home in
Kersel
third. Good run, guys.
The race is completed.
Yep, two-wheel mod B main buggy is up next. Yes. Daniel, Mark, Billy, Jody, Israel, and Tommy Ursery. Two-wheel. You're up. All right, we'll give Mike Radnauer a second here. He just got done marshaling after his win in the C main. Okay. Yeah?
Mark Thomas.
Was it? Oh, that's good. That's good. Cool. Well, bring yourself on tomorrow. We'll be here. We'll have some fun.
Me up, Sari.
All right, drivers from last race back out to Marshall. Cameron's out here. Spencer, you want to grab the bathroom, Spencer? Spencer, bathroom? Okay.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Don't forget, after the B main four-wheel drive, we'll take a 5-minute water break before the A main two-wheel drive. There will be a 5-minute water break before the A main two-wheel drive, which is after
Joby
the
Johnson.
four-wheel B main.
Daniel Foo's coat. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, just looking for his Ryan to check.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
And Mike to check.
Osborne.
Check in there, Mike, if you would, please. I just want to make sure I got it right. Not yet. Easy.
Mike Redeck hour. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, line them up. Line them up. Daniel, your B-main two-wheel drive mod buggy.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Followed by Mark Thomas. Then Jody Johnson going to go on that third spot.
Less than 5.
Then Israel, Tommy, and Mike getting the bump spot. All right, are we ready? We have marshals. All right. Far corner. All right. Zach's going to help down in the far corner there. Jody, can you see? Yeah. Hey. Yeah, just stand right there. Hunter, go to the corner. You good there? Okay. Zach, go to the corner. Okay. All right, drivers. Nobody. Well. Anybody want to help in the, right here? All right. Right where you're at, right there. Yep. Well, stand in the track, though. All right. Drivers, are you ready? On the tone, less than 5. And they're off. Ooh, Tommy straight sideways. Oh, Daniel taps the pipe, catches up half the field. Out to the lead, though, from that third spot, Jody Johnson, followed by Mike from the back of the pack. Oh, Raya caught up with Daniel over the table, double 2.5 pack. Easy, work together. It's tight. Oh, Raya taps, Mark taps Raya, and Tommy gets caught up in that. Trouble for Daniel through the 2.5 pack. Oh, Tommy taps, catches up our leader already. Mike in that second spot. Jody, trouble coming out of the 2.5 pack. So it is Jody, Mike, Daniel, and Mark Thomas fighting it out for that third and fourth spot. Daniel trying to put some distance on Mark left. Now through the crosstown. Raya dropping that to fifth spot. Tommy sixth. This battle still between Daniel and Mark. Up in the front, it is your leader, Jody Johnson, over the tabletop. Mike only 2.4 seconds behind him, though, sitting in that second spot. Any little trouble for Jody will let Mike close the back in on him. Daniel now starting to stretch it out as he comes up behind Tommy to put him a lap down. So Daniel in that third spot gets a little crazy in front of the driver's stand. Lets Mark close back in on him. Tommy upside down. Daniel drives around, but Mark tries to put it inside. They hold positions as they come down the straightaway. The battle now, third and fourth, still through the crosstown as your leader works his way onto the straightaway. All that beating and banging, they're losing time to Mike. Now about 4 seconds behind him as Mike now 3.2 behind Jody as Jody's stretching it out in that lead position. Daniel slides it down the corkscrew. Mark on his back bumper. Oh, trouble for second place. That's going to put Daniel up to second as Mike has trouble through the sweeper. So Daniel in that second place, Mark up in the third by default. So the battle, second, third, and fourth. Mark upside down, lets Mike back into third. So Mike going to have to chase down Daniel here in the pink and silver. Mike in the all-white. Mark Thomas in that blue and orange. Zraya now about 3 seconds back as the leader coming up behind him.
3 minutes left.
Jody in that silver, red, and black down the straightaway. Oh, trouble for Mike. Falls back behind Mark. Tommy, a lap down to that battle. Your leader putting a lap on is Raya, who is our fifth place buggy. Oh, trouble upside down. That was Tommy. As he's about 14 seconds behind Zraya in that sixth spot. Zraya trying to put a lap on him. Mark Thomas now 3.8 behind Daniel. Daniel in that pink and silver. 7 seconds behind Jody Johnson. So Jody almost a half-track lead.
2 minutes left.
Daniel trying to get into a groove now. Mark now 4 seconds back. Mike about 3.2 behind Mark. Zraya 3.6 behind Mike. Oh, Zraya taps at the corkscrew. Going to lose a little ground, but Mike trouble through the 2.5 pack. Mike, our C-Main winner, taking that bump spot. Had gotten up to second early. Falling back in the pack now as everybody's starting to stretch it out a little bit. Oh, trouble for Tommy as he falls a lap down to Zraya. Mark Thomas works his way through the 2.5 pack. Is trying to catch up to Daniel. Daniel taps the sweeper wall. Mark about 2.9 at the line. Probably slightly closer right now. Daniel works his way through the 2.5. Catches up on Mount Thunder. Mark down the straightaway. The battle now, second and third, 1.8 second gap.
.45 seconds left.
But now down to the last minute. Jody trying to walk away with this one. He works, go wide in the pit lane. Oh, trouble for Mark.
30 seconds left.
As Mark falls a little bit further back, he's going to have to worry about Mike maybe. Daniel comes across about 11 seconds behind Jody. Mark now 2.8 behind Daniel. Mike down the straight.
15
5 seconds
left.
behind Mark. Zraya 2.8 behind Mike. But I think Jody's on his victory lap right now because time has expired. Zraya, you're done.
Daniel Foo's coat done.
Jody getting
Mark
the bump.
Thomas done.
Daniel bringing home in second.
Jody Johnson
Mark
done.
Thomas
Tommy
0.3 seconds
done.
back in
Mike
third.
Redeknar done.
Mike in fourth. Zraya in fifth. Tommy in sixth. Jody Johnson with that nice 14.7 fast lap.
The race is completed.
Aye. Four-wheel drive B main time. I'll probably need a few volunteers, possibly. We'll see how everybody comes out here. Daniel, Mike, David, Joel, Drew, Jeff, and Troy.
Joe Ricos.
Easy, Mobley. Where's your flip-flops,
David
Tommy?
White.
Where's your flip-flops? He just pulls full throttle. Pin it. Looking
2
for
minutes
Troy
to
Williams.
the start of the race.
Well, I guess Troy left with Drew. So here comes Mike and Daniel. All right, drivers from last race. Who we got left? Jody
Daniel
Johnson.
Cruz, coach.
Is Raya? Hey, Billy, can you marshal?
Mike Riedenauer.
Hey, Billy Wright, can you help marshal?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Billy. Did he leave? I thought he was going to run his four-wheel.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it then. Go marshal for him.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Thanks, Cameron. All right.
"15 seconds
All right.
to the start of the race.
Line them up. Line them up. Mark Thomas, you help him out. Daniel, followed
Less
by
than
Mike
5.
and David in that third spot. Joel in the fourth spot. Drew in the fifth spot. And Jeff in the sixth spot. Well, that was before one was over there. All right, there we go. Drivers, are you ready? All right. On the tone, less than 5. Daniel Fusco, after that second place B-Main two-wheel drive, trying to take this four-wheel drive B-Main to the win. Oh, trouble for Drew. Got backwards through the 2.5 pack. Jeff Mobley taking out cones, falling to the back of the pack. Oh, trouble for Joe. Let's Drew close in on him. Joe upside down. Easy on the throttle there, Drew. Don't hurt anybody. That's going to look good on the highlight video.
"5 minutes left.
Daniel out in the lead and gone. He works his way by Drew. David White in that second spot. Mike in third. Mobley in fourth. Drew fifth, or Joel fifth, and Drew in sixth. David now about 2 seconds behind your leader, Daniel. Daniel over the tabletop. David through the sweeper. He's got, Mike catches the pipe. Oh, no, it's shut off. Jody, behind you, behind you. Find this, it's a button. Your leader, Daniel. David now about 4 seconds back. Daniel into the 2.5 back. David in front of the bathroom.
4 minutes left.
Daniel in that pink and silver works his way down the straightaway. David in through the 2.5 pack in that second spot. So Mobley up into third now in the purple and yellow. So he works his way down the straightaway. Joel in fourth, Drew in fifth. Oh, Drew takes it to the pipe, trying to close in on Mobley. Or Joel. Drew about 3.6 behind Joe. Daniel over the tabletop, your leader in that pink and silver. Second place, David White through the sweeper in the green and red. Mobley in that yellow and purple up to
3
third.
minutes left.
Joel Rios down the straightaway, your fourth place. Oh no, Joel breaks it or popped the ball end off, not sure. That's going to let Drew close in on him. As Drew was about 11 seconds back now about 2 corners back from Joel. So Joel down the straightaway, Drew down the straightaway. Oh, your leader gets caught up with third. Daniel just trying to keep her clean now. He works his way through the 2.5 back. David White still about 4 seconds behind, though. David onto the straightaway. Still in the mix. 4.2 second gap to the leader.
2 minutes left.
Anything happens for Daniel, David is going to be on his back bumper. Drew only inches now behind Joel. As the leader comes up behind Drew, Drew gives him the corner. Thank you, sir. Joel across the crosstown. Drew through the crosstown. That's the battle for third and fourth right now. Drew now 2.8 seconds back in that fourth position. David now 5.8 back as Daniel stretching it out a little bit. David works his way down the straightaway.
1 minute left.
Daniel going 14-2 on lap 19. Drew now about 4 seconds behind Joel.
45 seconds left.
With 45 to go. David now about 9 seconds back. Oh, trouble for Drew. He drives out of it. Mobley looking to get his lap back maybe. Not a battle for position between
30
the
seconds left.
yellow and red and the purple and yellow. As Drew has put a lap on Mobley.
Fifteen seconds left. David White done. Daniel Fusco done. Joe Rios done.
Few more to finish. Watch the straight.
Drew Russ done.
I think Drew just thermaled.
Jeff Mobley done.
So Daniel takes the win and the bump. David White bringing it home in second. Joel in third, Drew fourth, and Mobley in fifth.
The race is completed.
Yes. So we'll take a 5-minute water break. Too much power.
6 minutes to the start of the race. 5 minutes to the start of the race. 4 minutes to the start of the race. 3 minutes to the start of the race. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right. Thunder RC A main time. Zach, Noya, Scott, Jeremy, John, Jackie, and our bump spot,
Zach Noya,
Jody Johnson.
John Barrett 2. Jeremy Daniel Scott Fuller. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race."
All right, drivers from last race,
Jeff
back out to
Order.
Marshall. B-main modified buggy to Marshall. Daniel,
30
Mike,
seconds
David,
to the start
Joel,
of the
Drew,
race.
Jeff. Please come back in Marshall.
"15 seconds to the start of the race."
Yep.
Less than 5.
You want to throw them up on the wall. You'll be okay. Now just start from the first one, work your way over. All right, where's my rest of my marshals? Come on, guys. Mike. Drew's right here. Mobley. Oh, there you are. You must have turned sideways. Can't see you. About the same for Drew. Drew's a little taller, though. You want to grab the bathroom? If you would, please. Thank you, sir. I know, running a little late. Cool. See you tomorrow. There you go. Okay.
Joby Johnson.
Yep. Fusco. All right. Fusco says he's got that corner. So line them up. Line them up. Zach, Scott, Jeremy, John, Jackie, and Jody. Wow. If your name's with a J, you start 4th through 6th. All right, Zach, your TQ for two-wheel drive mod buggy, followed by Scott Fuller, Jeremy, John Barron, Jackie. Getting a little tap from Jody, so he knows, or from Jody, so he knows how it feels to get hit straight off the start. Through the sweeper and into the infield, guys. You're not winning it on the first turn, but you sure can lose it as. Hey, Drew, go all the way to the back of the pack. Oh, he was fine? Oh. All right. Drivers on the tone, less than 5. Oh, Scott, inside pass on Zach as Zach stutters off the start. Zach trying to anticipate, but Scott taps the pipe, falls to third. Zach, oh, trouble coming out of the 2.5 pack. Zach back up in the lead. Scott 2 second. Jeremy get the worst end out of that one. Falls back to 5th. Jackie in 6th. Trouble in front of the driver's stand. They work their way out, maybe. Up at the front, Zach in that blue, pink, and yellow. Scott in the all-orange. John Barron in the green and black. Jeremy, trouble coming onto the rail. Oh, leader upside down. Scott rolls it off Mount Thunder, so doesn't get that much of a gap as he wanted. John Barron up in that 2nd spot. Zach trying to put pressure on Barron. Barron in the Losi. Scott in the
5 minutes
Associated.
left.
Zach in the X-Ray, drives around John. John still putting pressure on Zach. They tow side by side over the tabletop. Unbelievable. Wheels touching. Scott now stretched it out to a 1.9 second lead. Zach trying to close in on him. The battle, third, fourth, and fifth. Jody in that fourth spot. Fifth spot is Jeremy. Jody taps the pipe. Jeremy on his back bumper. Jackie in that sixth spot. Zach still trying to stretch it out on Barron. Jeremy goes out wide. Gets a little sideways. Lets Jody get a little bit of breathing room. Scott coming up behind Jackie. Oh, trouble for Zach as John Barron back up in the second.
4 minutes left.
Scott rolls it on the corkscrew. Jeremy drives around Jody now for that fourth spot. As Scott now only 1.4 seconds in that lead in front of John Barron. Barron in that green and black. Oh, Scott messes up through the 2.5 pack. John Barron to lead. Zach up in the second. So after a little small mistake there, Jody trouble coming out of the 2.5. So it's John, Zach, and Scott. Zach trying to put pressure on John. John taps a little bit going down the corkscrew, but holds on to the lead, goes out wide in front of the driver's stand. Zach rolls it, holds on to that second spot. Scott goes inside. Zach pulls the trigger. Scott goes sideways.
3 minutes
The leader's
left.
coming up on Jody. First, second, and third behind you, Jody. Jody lets John by. As he sits between. Zach goes inside. Scott goes inside. John into the 2.5. Scott off the rail grind. Gets caught up. Zach goes around the outside. But he taps the inside sweeper wall. John holds on to the lead. Unbelievable show of horsepower from Zach. John onto the straightaway. Zach pulling just a little wheelie. John right there through the corkscrew. Zach right there on his rear bumper trying to put pressure. They go into the 2.5. Scott Fuller now a little bit further back in that third spot. Jackie works his way around Jody
left.
Johnson for that fifth spot as Jeremy in that fourth spot looking to put a lap on Jody. Up at the front, John getting a little bit of breathing. As Zach falling a little bit further behind now, 1.1. Scott 0.8 behind Zach. Jackie back in that sixth spot as Jeremy up a lap on Jody. Up at the front, John down the corkscrew, Zach down the corkscrew, Scott's down the corkscrew. John trying to hold on. Zach gets a little sideways down the straightaway as he pulls the horsepower on. Zach actually clearing the tabletop, trying to close in on John. But Scott just closing in ever so slightly. Losi X-Ray Associated.
1 minute left.
Oh, trouble for Jackie as Zach rolls it. Scott now on Zach's rear bumper. Jackie wrecking in front of the leaders.
Left.
But they get through unscathed. Zach now getting pressure from Scott in the orange. Oh, he taps him.
30 seconds left.
Scott with 20 seconds to go.
15 seconds left.
John now out and gone with 10 seconds to go. Zach crazy coming out of the 2.5. Goes out wide. Scott trying to chase him down. Oh,
Jesse
Scott
would have
takes it to the
done.
pipe.
Jeremy Daniel done. Jody Johnson done.
So John Barron
Barron
taking
done.
the win, followed by Zach
Noya
and
done.
Scott.
Scott Fuller done.
Jeremy bringing home in fourth, Jody fifth, Jackie in sixth. Easy, guys. Spectators.
The race is completed.
Aye, short course on the track. Fast lap went to Jeremy Daniel, 13.5. On the wall.
Tim Martin.
Aye. Scott, Jeff, Joel, Drew is gone, so it's going to be Tim and Spencer.
Spencer Kersel. Joe Rios.
Free shot, Joel.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
Okay.
Jeff Mobley.
Again? Hey, Joel, just follow him around the track and bump him over. Ow. That's a wall, Jeff.
Scott Fuller.
All right, everybody's checked in.
1 minute to the
Line 'em up.
start of the race.
Scott Fuller, your TQ for two-wheel drive SCT.
45 seconds
Technically,
to the start
Joe
of the
Rios
race.
second, but Mobley's in there in the full wheel. We had to give Jeff an advantage. We had to help Jeff out.
30 seconds to the
He
start
needs all
of the
the help he
race.
can get. No. No. All right, drivers, are you
15
ready?
seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah. Over in the middle there.
Less than 5.
All right, drivers. On the tone, less than 5. Oh, trouble for Mobley. I think Joel gave him a little bit of bump there to marshal him. But Mobley back up in that second spot. Joel in third. Tim in fourth. And Spencer with the bump spot in that fifth spot. Mobley going out wide. Joe Rios. Mobley, the only four-wheel drive in the race. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, Rios breaking it on the 2.5 back.
5 minutes left.
Good job, Tim. Thank you. So Scott, Jeff, Tim and Spencer. Spencer only about 1.4 seconds behind Tim. As both those drivers catching the pipe. Spencer up in the third, Tim down the fourth. So the white short course and the black and white fighting for position.
4 minutes left.
Tim trying to close in on Spencer. Right behind him. Spencer into the 2.5 pack. Tim over the top of the jumps. Tim goes inside, pushes Spencer out. Tim takes back over third. Spencer puts it up on the tabletop. Oh, Tim rolls it. Spencer, nice driving over the pipe there. Oh, Tim upside down in the 2.5. Spencer now getting all kinds of room. So Spencer in that third position from the bump spot. Oh, Spencer rolls it.
Three minutes left.
Mobley about 8 seconds behind Scott. Tim getting back around Spencer. So Tim in the black and white, Spencer in the all white. Battling back and forth. Position change. As Mobley comes up to put a lap on Spencer. Scott stretching it out now. Fast lap for Scott, 14.9. Wow, Mobley going for the wall ride.
2 minutes left.
Watch your elbows. Please keep them inside the ride at all times. Scott now out to a 13-second lead. Jeff up a lap on Tim. Spencer trying to put pressure on Tim. Tim down the straight, Spencer down the straight. So that battle still for third and fourth. Spencer rolling it through the 2.5 pack. Lets Tim get a little bit of room. Stretches it out as Tim works into the 2.5 pack.
1 minute left. .45 seconds left.
Oh, trouble for Spencer. He falls a little bit further back to Tim. The gap 8 seconds
left
between Mobley and Scott. And then Tim and Spencer, an 8-second gap.
.15 seconds left. Tim Martin done.
That's a race when you hit the line.
Jeff Mobley done. Scott Fuller done.
Waiting on Spencer. And that's That's the race.
Spencer's
Scott Fuller
personal
takes the
time.
win, 23 laps, followed by Jeff Mobley with 22, Tim Martin with 19, and Spencer with 19.
The race is completed.
All right, drivers from last race, back out to Marshall, please. On the Jeff, Tim, Spencer, Joel. And Zach know you to Marshall, just because he kicked Scott's car. Yeah. To Sean.
Danny D.
Go in the corner.
Jeremy Daniel. Disria Osborne.
I gotta fix the computers. Yeah, but there won't be any scoring. Won't be any scoring.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Jody Johnson.
Okay.
Jackie Woodard.
All right, who are we missing for Marshall here? Spencer. You for Spencer? Okay.
1 minute to the
All
start
right,
of the
line them up.
race.
Line them up. No more laps. No more laps.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Jackie Woodard, your TQ for four-wheel drive mod buggy by 1 second over Jeremy Daniel. Jody Johnson in fourth. Well, get in there. Go. Yeah, go. Yeah.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Hurry up and check in. Stay here so I can get it in.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right.
Less than 5.
Jackie, Jeremy, John, Jody, Israel, Danny, and Daniel getting the bump from the B main. All right, drivers. You good, Jody? Okay. Drivers, four-wheel drive mod buggy A main on the tone. Don't pull a Bruno. Less than 5. Ooh, nice and milky smooth coming into the infield. Oh, jump in there. That was Israel jumping around Jody there through the 2.5 pack up to third place. Up at the front, though, it is Jackie Woodard and Jeremy fighting it out for that lead position. Oh, Jody taps on Israel. As Israel has a little trouble getting up to the tabletop there. Jody getting a little crazy coming across the table, letting Jeremy close in on him. Oh, Jeremy upside down.
5 minutes left.
So it is Jackie, Jeremy, Jody, Danny, Isaiah, Daniel, as they're battling back here and beating each other up. Jeremy, trouble coming in front of the bathroom. Going to let Jody Johnson close in on him. Jeremy's had trouble there about every heat today. The leader in that green and blue coming up behind Daniel. Jeremy shortchanges the 2.5 pack. Daniel gets out of the way. Oh, Jackie goes out wide. Second place, Daniel, watch it, third, clear. Oh, Jeremy upside down on the straight. Jody up in the second now.
4 minutes left.
Danny D in that fourth spot. Isaiah in fifth. And Daniel in sixth. Jackie, trouble coming out of the 2.5. Going to let Jody and Jeremy close in on him. The gap, 3.3 now, 2.3. Jeremy having trouble coming across the line. Falling further back in third. Danny was about 5 seconds back in that fourth spot to Jeremy. Oh, trouble for Danny D as Isaiah gets around him. So Danny and Isaiah in that purple and yellow, Danny in the yellow and orange and black. Jeremy back around Jody. Not sure what happened there. Jeremy trouble through the 2.5 pack. Jackie trying to stretch it out, rolls it down the corkscrew.
3 minutes left.
So it is Jackie, Jeremy, Jody, Isaiah, Danny, and Daniel. Danny trying to close back on Isaiah. About 1.4 second gap between those two drivers. Third place coming up behind Daniel. Jeremy works his way through the 2.5 over Mount Thunder down the straightaway in that second spot. Jody 1.3 seconds back as Jeremy goes 13.7. Trying to stretch it out on Jody to close back in on Jackie. The gap was 5 seconds. Now 4.5. As second place comes up
2
behind
minutes
Danny
left.
D. Losi on Losi. Danny gives Jeremy the corner. Danny, a lot of room here on Daniel. Jeremy, or Jody, trouble. Got Isaiah right on his back bumper now. So Jody and Isaiah. So Jody trying to hold on to third spot. Isaiah trying to put it up the inside. Oh, they tangle going on the straight. Isaiah with the good sportsmanship there. Oh, Jeremy.
1 minute left.
Trouble for Isaiah with Daniel there as Jody pulls a little bit further away. Jeremy, trouble in the tabletop, letting Danny, Jody around.
5 seconds left.
So Jody up into that third spot again. Nope. Or has he got a lap on him? Nope, Jody's a lap down. Never mind. Or half a lap.
30 seconds left.
Jeremy now 13 seconds behind with less than 30 seconds to go. Jody, watch the sweeper go low in the sweeper.
15 seconds
Closest
left.
battle, Danny about 2 seconds behind Isaiah. Isaiah about 2 seconds behind Jody. Three, two,
Jackie
one.
Ritter done.
Oh, caught at the line. 25 flat point
Joby
one.
Johnson done. Disria Osborne done.
So Jackie Woodard taking the win. Jeremy bringing home in
Daniel done.
second, about 10 seconds
Daniel
back.
Fusco
Jody
done.
in third is Ryan in
Danny
fourth.
D
Danny
done.
D fifth. Daniel in sixth. Jeremy with that 13.3 fast lap.
The race is completed.
That's it. We are done. We race again next weekend, everybody. Next Saturday. Sorry for the delay to the day. I'll do it better next Saturday. Yeah, I got 2 at the house. Brand new.